Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Herr Doktor von Vrilock here. You're listening to Planet Vrilock, Psionics and Magic Tech Podcast. Tonight's episode is the Psionics of love and romance. Yes, beaming into your mind. Actually, in this case, beaming into your heart. Your heart's deepest desires. Well, friends of Vrilock, have you ever wondered what stimulates the most envy in the world? I mean, is it the self-made man with billions upon billions of dollars? The guy driving around in a ritzy Hummer? Or is it possibly, just possible, that we might envy the struggling, average pair of lovers who have found true, real love? I thought I might ask for your thoughts, and now perhaps share some of my findings of how psionics can manifest real love and adventurous romance. Tonight on Planet Vrilock, Psionics and Magic Tech Podcast. So let's talk. So, one of the oddities of life I've noted quite well is the way being in love transforms the world around us so incredibly, sometimes by the most dramatic of illusions, enchantments, whereas when we're single and much alone, nobody really pays us much attention. We find, in contrast to being single, that the pair of lovers are often suddenly finding themselves at odds with a rather challenging world. But the adventure begins to unravel some of the most profound realizations of the mysterious in the most divine spark that you feel in the deep embrace and the mesmerism in his or her eyes just before locking lips. Sure, there are millionaires and billionaires in the world we'd give half of our leg to live it up, or so we think we would. But as there are more rich people today than yesterday, I think we all have, sort of gotten used to hearing about, let's say Will Smith's life of luxury. You should see his RV. It's called The Heat. And I mean, it's so big that a full-size rig has to tow this bad boy. But it isn't this wealth which really draws us in to another person. That's only the material surface of formalities for teasing our senses to be amused. Doesn't it seem sometimes like back when we were young and struggling that some of the most romantic and love-filled moments entered into your life? Sure, the wealth and age we learn that we accumulate, we learn to appreciate it in our long-term achievements, but those magical moments during our times of trial and overcoming odds is something that on occasion I think we'd like to rekindle that flame of burning passions and the journey to winning in the face of great odds with our most loved partner in life. I think this is something that no amount of money can buy for us. Not for you, not for me, not for anybody that I know. Yes, what really drives a human being, I think, is the one thing we all don't want to admit. It's being appreciated and wanted by somebody. Thus, no amount of money in the world can buy it. No tricks or performances can conjure up that magnetic feeling which draws hearts and souls together. I'll never forget Some of the most romantic adventures I've experienced with someone special to me, whether in my youth or even now. There are so many wonderful places that we've been together, from dining at the beach, sipping red and white wines under a blanket of stars, to trekking the wilderness in remote and isolated parts of the world where that special moment can be experienced in absolute privacy, surrounded by the magic of natural elements, quaint cottages nested near luminous waters running in brooks and streams, surrounded by the music of birds echoing from every tree. Nothing even remotely tangible or digital, albeit, can give us true love and adventurous romance, except for one thing. Yes, one very special instrument which can and does stimulate the energies in our heart chakras and send these energies out into the world so that like-hearted people will resonate with our frequency, and that special person out there is going to find us no matter what obstacles displace our desired happiness, and no matter how far, far away he or she is. That person is going to find us, and we're going to find that person. And with our magic, we can ensure our safety of travel, protection, privacy, peaceful and tranquil moments, and then, of course, conjure up, mixed in with all of this peacefulness, exciting climaxes and wondrous surprises for our very special partner. Without this ultimate connection, however, with another person in life, well, life seems to be devoid or unfulfilled. Nothing tangible, or as I said, digital even, can fill this void of loneliness. And we all have felt that loneliness. Thankfully, there is Psionics. And Psionics does bring us wonderful encounters with the mysterious and adventurous men and women just waiting for us to make a bond with. The world is teeming with passion hidden under the surface of materialism. And in reality, there's someone who wants you so incredibly, filled with a fire waiting to be released into your life, the passions that can only exist in a love truly found and held steadfast. With this pursuit, I do believe you will need a Miraculous Prayer Board Mini, an operator's manual, and then download the audiobook, and it's called Romancing the Miraculous Prayer Board, filled with everything that we need to draw that special someone into our lives and fill that void once and for all. Be happy and enjoy our lives. Live life to the fullest. This is an instrument, the Miraculous Prayer Board, which has brought me happiness, rekindled kindness, and brought me joy in life and to other people, even saved people from harm's way. If you've ever lost a loved one, for example, then you know that the loss is not only so incredibly painful, but for the rest of your life, you have also gained something. A lot of folks might not just yet appreciate this until they've been in love. You know, there's that old saying, it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. Well, here's the good news. And that is, there's a really big world out there full of great human beings we would and we should keep ourselves open to for new frontiers, broader horizons, and to fulfill our hearts with abundant joy, because that is the true nature of the Spirit, an abundance of joy. If you're not happy, then you're not pursuing your heart and your dreams. Now, I'd like to help you find your dreams and make the world manifest these dreams for you, which is why I've been hard at work at Psionics for over 35 years. Almost 40 years of my life have been spent on meditation and magic, and a good 30 plus years in psionics. Now, with the power of our good spirits and this miraculous prayer board instrument, just about anything we'd love can be brought into our immediate life or within the near future. I want to hear from you about how much happier you are now with your special someone. So it's time to get started manifesting that love into your life now. And then, by all means, just go out there and live it up to your fullest with that wonderful soul you can call your own. Because think of it this way. If you live in fear, if you are afraid to try something new, well, then you'll never know. But I think you're going to make the right decision. I think you have decided that you want to manifest the same happiness that I have experienced myself with this very wonderful instrument and a guided session in my audiobook, Romancing the Miraculous Prayer Board. So with that, I think tonight's podcast we're going to close here. And if you'd like to contact me and share your fantastic stories and wonderful experiences, go to vrilock.com/contact and shoot me a message. I want to thank all of you for your support and for joining me tonight on Planet Vrilock Psionics podcast. And until next time, as always, keep the magic high. This is Herr Doktor von Vrilock, signing out.